afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's another bright Sunday from the lakeside city of Kisumu. I don't know where you are watching this video from, but for those who are in Nairobi, you are in our prayers. I'm told the weather there is still very cold. Let me know where you are watching us from. Yesterday, Harun Aydin was arrested, and at night the guy was deported back to his country in Turkey. In this video today, I want to explain to you guys the 5 mistakes, costly mistakes, which personally I believe the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto committed during this entire saga. Otherwise, this thing would not have escalated to where it has reached, because it's a huge embarrassment for the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya to watch helplessly as his close ally, business associate, is being kicked out of the country. But before we go into all those details, if you're watching this video or this channel for the first time, take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Please give this video a thumbs up. For those who can share, please share it. And for those who can drop their comments, please do. Now let us get back to business. Who is Harun Aydin? The answer to that is in one of my videos, which I'm going to tag in the comment section. But what is the political implications of his arrest? Again, I answered all those questions in my video of yesterday. You can check it if you missed it. For this particular one, I want to focus solely on what I consider to be the mistakes which the DP committed. Because we all know that Harun Aydin is a mysterious figure. The Deputy President decided to link himself to the man. His allies did the same. Let me read for you William Ruto's update, Facebook update, yesterday after the arrest of this gentleman. The DP, who is the second in command, could do nothing while his man was being deported. First of all, watch him being deported. Now, William Ruto is saying in a tweet, Turkish investor Aydin Harun is a victim of top-down arrogance bred by patronage and cartels that criminalize enterprises. Importers' goods declared contraband. Of course, they are contraband goods which are normally being imported into this country. African spirits closed. That is the karaoke guy. He never raised any voice then. Keroche harassed. The only person I know has stood with the Keroche is Raila Odinga. Now, investors with valid papers labeled, I'm not going to mention that because you understand how YouTube is very strict. Strategy of political pettiness. Now, this tweet is not from Oscar Sudi. It is not from Eden Duale. This particular tweet is not from Kipchumba Murkomen. It is from none other than the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. I found a lot of problems with this tweet, but tuachieni Mungu hiyo. So this guy was deported yesterday. And that's a huge embarrassment, in my view, to the deputy president. It's going to paint his image internationally in a bad light. If indeed this guy is not an investor, details are going to emerge. I also know that out of this, we are likely to have a diplomatic problem between Kenya and Uganda, Kenya and Turkey, because yesterday I saw the deputy ambassador of Turkey camping at the Kilimani police station. That's something which should not be allowed to happen in this country. But the deputy president, William Ruto, in my view, committed 5 mistakes. And if he had avoided these mistakes, probably this issue would have ended, but not up to this level. For example, this guy would have been arrested, or he would not have been arrested, would have simply been deported, but without escalating the whole situation the way it is today. And these are the mistakes I believe he made. The first mistake William Ruto made was to make his trip to Uganda private. William Ruto is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. I remember when court ruled against the BBI, one of the issues was whether President Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of the Republic of Kenya or was a private citizen. The courts found that it's difficult for Uhuru Kenyatta to be a private citizen when he's the president. Ruto is the principal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta. So it's very difficult to draw a line when he is acting as a private citizen, because when he's in Uganda, he'll be called His Excellency, the deputy president. The advantage of making this trip public would have meant that he would have been accompanied by his government officials. The other side, the protocols would have been organized again. The protocol would have been organized again by Ugandan government. So everything would have moved swiftly and slowly without any problem. But now it's a case where the Ugandan government are saying, no, we are not involved. Back in the country, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is saying, no, we are not involved. Now he's the deputy president. The mere fact that this was a private trip, and the previous 2 weeks he had gone to Uganda and witnessed the launch of that vaccine factory, I'm certain the government started following what was really happening, what was Ruto's real mission in Uganda. Because after launching that factory, he went and enjoyed good time with Museveni. So anybody, because there's no way a deputy president, for example, the deputy president of Uganda can come and meet President Uhuru Kenyatta without Museveni having problems. There's no way. So these guys started asking themselves the tough questions. And that's why now, when the deputy president decided to go private, but with an individual, now that's why they started asking themselves, who is this individual? The second mistake he committed, and I think this is grave, was dragging the name of Equity Bank into this matter. I think William Ruto has injured the reputation of Equity Bank. That in Equity Bank, the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya can just place a phone call and some character can just decide to give them 15 billion. That's one thing which I think he ought to have done, not to have done. Probably what to just have mentioned that I negotiated with these guys and they were advanced a loan of 15 billion. And this has led to a question which is being asked elsewhere. Let me read for you an article which was in the Daily Nation today. The Daily Nation is reporting, yesterday is reporting that secrets of 15 billion loan row pitting Ruto, Equity, and Uganda. A Ugandan company that Deputy President William Ruto claimed this week he had helped to get 15 billion loan to set up a factory had its account frozen on suspicion of money laundering. At around the same time, the credit facility was advanced. So already, the accounts of this company was frozen. over what the authorities there claimed was money laundering. The question is, if Equity advanced 15 billion and the account frozen, if they were to lose that money, can Equity stand? Then they are saying, while the information surrounding the money laundering accusation against Day Pharmaceutical has remained a tightly guarded secret, President Yoweri Museveni waded into the matter on June 4th, 2020, accusing state figures in Uganda of undermining his authority by flagging and stopping inflow of billions of shillings to the company. In fact, let me just continue. The Saturday Nation this week pieced together the secrets of the 15 billion controversy pitting the deputy president, Equity Bank, and Day Pharmaceutical. It discovered a trail of dealings between Nairobi and Kampala, and interestingly, the nurturing of blossom buddy relationship between Ruto and Museveni. So basically what this article is suggesting is that the friendship between Ruto and Museveni is because of this 15 billion. That's the truth, according to the paper. So without this money, then their relationship would not have gone or reached that level. And that's why the DP is actually disregarding protocol. So the questions are being asked about Equity and how they are conducting their businesses. Now, that's number two. Number three, the third mistake they are doing, the DP has done, is Oscar Sudi factor. Oscar Sudi has been at the center of all these things. He was part of the team which was to go to Uganda, which is okay. Don't misquote me. And again, I also know that Oscar Sudi is probably one of the closest allies of the deputy president. Again, no problem with that. But when William Ruto, as the deputy president, is issuing a statement, and Oscar Sudi also is issuing a statement, it means there's a problem. The moment they contradict, the moment Oscar Sudi is saying this, and the deputy president is saying this, and then people start asking questions. What is it? What is really happening? So Oscar Sudi ought to have been told just to chill. Because the good thing with Oscar Sudi, he normally give notice that tomorrow I'll be addressing the nation. So probably you would have been coached that while you are addressing the nation, this is the limit you should reach, so that he doesn't contradict his boss. The fourth mistake the DP committed, in my view, and this is the major one also, is passing Harun Aydin as an investor. The moment you say someone is an investor, then the simple question is, where are his investment? What is he doing? What business? Oscar Sudi states that this guy is a modern fruit farmer, which is okay, because farming is one of the most lucrative ventures in the world. But where are the farms in Kenya? Oscar Sudi is saying he can take anybody who wants to see the farms. Just tell Kenyans that this particular farm is owned by this guy. Then, apart from that, questions are being asked. If he's an investor, where are his tax returns? How much money is he bringing into the country? Why should an investor come into the country and borrow a loan to go and do investments in Uganda? Those are tough questions. Because when Dangote wanted to invest in the country, he came. After coming, Dangote tried to set up everything. He had his money, which he wanted to put in place, though he was frustrated. When Mara Group of companies, which is now a major phone production company in Rwanda, wanted to set up shop in Kenya, they wanted to invest billions in Kenya, they were frustrated. But you know, they came with their money. But now we are talking of an investor who is coming, like coming Musolowete, for those who know Greek, Musolowete, Yani is coming empty pocket, without nothing. He doesn't have anything. So he's just coming. Then you give him 15 million, then you give him 15 billion, then instead of investing that billion in the country, they go and invest it elsewhere. So that was another mistake. And that's why even as they planned to go to Zanzibar, I think that's now also cancelled, because I'm told the authorities down there are also investigating the same guy over some containers which arrived in that country illegally. Number 5, the fifth mistake is the defense mechanism by Tanga Tanga. All William Ruto's allies are on this matter, defending. What will happen when it will emerge that indeed this guy was not an investor? All of them have defended. Because tomorrow, a reputable media, international media, like CNN, Al Jazeera, will trail this guy and they'll give Kenyans, all the world, details about this guy, whether he's an investor, whether it's a wash. What will they tell the public? Because that's going to happen. And lastly, the last mistake I think the DP did was the choice of lawyers. The moment you saw Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi, you saw criminal lawyer Cliff Ombeta, then even if you see Harvey there, then you see this young guy from who wants to be the senator for some Kipchumba. There's another young lawyer, bright lawyer called Kipchumba. The moment you see them, then you see the DP and the DP's hands. So basically by their appearance there, you are linking the deputy president to this man. The world is watching and you are linking the DP. So it would have been possible for these guys to look for some reputable lawyers. There are so many outside there who are not politically active. So they just deal with this matter. So these guys will just go there. There are big names outside there. Very few people know them. They secure the release of this guy. Or they deal with any other thing, whether it's deportation, they make sure everything is done right well. Without the faces of William Ruto's lawyers coming up. When you see Orengo in a case, then the chance of Raila Odinga behind it is normally so high, unless it's just its normal practices. So that's how the DP, in my view, missed the points while handling this matter. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on this. Again, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is today. Thank you guys, and may you have a lovely Sunday.